twin head.
Number 10, Chicago.
And now the opening lineup for Chicago. Giddey is the 1, with White by his side at the 2. Buzelis out there with Nikola Vucevic. And it's Kasumu in at the small forward position. And for Houston, Katie and Smith, the lengthy duo at forward. Then there's Amen Thompson. Then there's Alperen Şengün. And it's the great, and at the point guard position. Well, 2 of the best guards in the league going at it today, Grant. Is there a bit of bragging rights on the line?
You know, maybe not for the players themselves, BA, but the fans will absolutely use this game as evidence when they argue why their guy is the best.
Hey, that's an aggressive move by Giddey. You love to see it.
Outside Durant. Pass to the great from behind the arc. That's good. And so Durant with the assist.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Thompson against White. Here's Giddey. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Şengün. Here's the great. And the Rockets hit again from deep.
Now you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
White for 3. Doesn't go. And he's 0 for 1 from the floor.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Here's Durant. The shot from the low post is good.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Chicago has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Giddey passes to White. Stolen by Thompson. Back comes Houston in transition. Pass to the great. Puts up a 3. Chicago with a rebound. This is the first they're saying of Houston. Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Thanks. Well, it took a while this summer, but the Bulls were finally able to get an extension done with their bright young point guard, Josh Giddey. In a buyer's market, they could afford to bargain for a team-friendly deal. And after some overreaches in the past, their disciplined approach stands out.
A good strategy. Thank you, Shams. 6 to shoot. Şengün, a screen on Giddey. Oh, there's the alley!
Yeah, textbook work by Şengün, setting a solid screen and then getting open.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. All right, the Rockets making a switch here. Eason's checked in. And a moment now to take a look at a terrific player who has earned the Player of the Week in the Western Conference.
Yeah, it's clear that he's a key aspect of their offensive success. His decisions with the ball are what creates opportunities for himself and the rest of his teammates.
Now here's Giddey. His last outing, he had 24 points. Now Vucevic, down low. That's good from Giddey on the assist by Vucevic.
Standing 6'8", Giddey is a long guard, and that helps him around the hoop.
Here's the great. Giddey defends. The great, the pass to Şengün. Offline with a three. The Bulls trail by 4. Pass to Dosunmu. The three. Gets the 3 ball to go.
Yeah, this is a highlight of Giddey's game, his innate ability to set others up.
The Rockets have gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. Here's the great. Sends it home from three-point land. The great's got 9.
Anything you can do, I can do better. That one felt a little personal right there.
Well, and as a fan of the game, you have to love these back and forth moments.
Rebounded by the great. The Rockets lead by 4. Pass to Durant. This one for 3. And the Rockets hit again from deep.
I mean, what a generational talent. KD, deadly from the corner.
And here's White. He'll bring it up for Chicago. You know, last game they matched up with the Mavs. A tough loss there.
Yeah, I think they'd like to forget that game. You usually want to find some teaching moments, but in this case, it might be best to just destroy the tape.
Well, everyone has off nights. They just need to make sure that they bounce back strong.
So it's the Rockets now. After the basket by Chicago.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Outside White. Back to Giddey. 1:06 left in the first. The layup off target.
Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
Smith outside. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Dosunmu outside. Chicago passing it around. From deep, Giddey. The Rockets pull it in. 35 seconds left in the first quarter here. Here's the great. Last game, an incredible scoring display for him. Shot clock at 5. Three-pointer. Fires in the triple. The great's got 15.
Their ability to space the floor has been the story of this game.
Yeah, we thought this might be the case. You see a few of those go through the net, it becomes contagious.
Giddey. It's hauled in by Houston. The great's got 4 rebounds now. Puts up a deep 3. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the Houston Rockets. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. Hey, 3 points is better than 2. They built this lead by tacking on that extra point at the end of possessions. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
Yeah, also, you got to appreciate how unselfish they've been. I mean, the ball movement has been...
And a new group getting ready for Chicago. Nikola Vucevic is checked in for Collins. Buzelis comes in for Smith. Dosunmu, he's checked in for Herter. And it's Kobe White in for Terry. On the court for Chicago, we've got Kobe White, Ayo Dosunmu out there with Buzelis. Then it's Trey Jones, and it's Vucevic in at the 5. The Rockets lead by 14. Here's the great. Sinks the tray. 18 points for him.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
Count the basket.
Well, offensively, that's what you want to get. Vucevic from point-blank range.
Houston has gone 3 for 7 from the perimeter during the second quarter. Here's the great, defended by Jones. Here's the great. That is now his 7th field goal in 10 attempts. Impressive.
Well, when you look at what he's provided them on the offensive end, it's been an important part of why they're leading.
Outside White. To the middle. Jones, the pass to Vucevic. And the power finish by Vucevic.
Yeah, just powerful stuff from Vucevic.
Pass to the great. Fades back. And another basket for Houston.
You really have to question the defensive effort on that possession.
Yeah, I got to agree. Their defensive commitment's got to be a lot better.
Here's Jones. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
They have no answer defensively inside.
There's 53 seconds left in the first half. Pass to Şengün. Here's the three, and it falls for him. He's hit 3 of his first 4 attempts.
They're calmly knocking it down. Şengün looks zen-like at times.
Jones. Outside White. Wing shot on the way. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's the great, defended by Jones. Here's the great, and the layup is good off the glass. The great's got 9 points in the quarter.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
And so it's Houston. They have a confident 20-point lead right now. And their three-point shooting, a big reason they have a sizable lead. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Run. Here measuring up the shot. Give it up for the participant.
Hey everybody, it's halftime. Boy, it's been a rough go so far for the Chicago Bulls.
I think it's funny watching these guys play defense. This is a circus, and they're getting clowned.
Giving up too many easy looks for sure, but who knows? Maybe after intermission, they'll bring out the Tigers. And now that we have some time, let's see how the All-Star voting is shaping up.
Well, these are very early returns, but even so, you can see who the fans are excited to see play.
A lot of these guys deserve the votes, but there's some big names missing. Come on, America, do better.
That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian Anderson with the start of the third quarter.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. And you might think the toughest picks are set by the bruisers. But some say the shooters actually set the best screens. Why is that?
Well, the guy guarding a shooter doesn't want to leave their side. So when they screen you, you get no help.
Thompson is the off guard with KD at small forward. Inside, Smith and Şengün. And it's the great, and at the point. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. Out to Thompson. The three is up. And Houston, another three.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Well, the Bulls shooting the ball at 48% so far. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, BA. Kobe White becoming an offensive focal point, saying it means a lot that my coaches and my teammates trust me. The only thing that can prepare you for this is going through it. For me to become the player I want to be, I need those moments. It's all part of the learning process and the journey. Back to you guys.
Okay, Allie, good stuff.
Yeah, very hot start out of halftime, making their first 3 shots, getting the looks that they want, and knocking them down.
Pass to Vucevic. Chicago passing it around. DeSumo outside. 4-3. It's hauled in by Houston. Şengün's got 6 rebounds in the game. The Great with the bucket. The Great's got 7 points here in the quarter.
Well, he's been nothing short of fantastic this game, and he has his team in a great spot as this thing winds down.
Timeout called here. Chicago decides to talk it over. And quickly, the 2K leaderboard, showing the teams blocking the most shots over the last month. The Rockets, number 1.
These guys have been so impressive down low on the defensive end, denying shots left and right over the past month.
DeSumo outside. Pass to White. Inside. Here's Giddey. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Giddey's got 8.
Oh, Giddey takes the hit and still finishes inside.
A 6'8" point guard, Josh Giddey's length gives him a massive advantage, Grant.
Oh, it does, BA. He's too big for opposing ones to guard. It's tough putting a wing on him, and Giddey just makes you change your defensive game plan.
DeSumo outside. Back to Giddey. From downtown, another score. His 5th make out of 10 tries.
Look, if Giddey can be a consistent off-ball threat, watch out.
The Great, the pass to Şengün. Nice dish, and the layup goes down. 9 points in the game.
It's been a perfect start coming out of the half. I mean, you have to really love the execution.
Pass to Vucevic. Another 3 for Chicago.
Yeah, defensively, you have to keep track of Vucevic at the arc. He takes those shots when he's open.
A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the 3rd quarter. Here's the Great. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. The Great's got 36 points. White looking it over. DeSumo outside. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It goes on Kevin Durant. Chicago shooting their first free throws here for the night. Eason's checked in for Amen Thompson. And a change for the Bulls. Herter's checked in for White. Houston has gotten all 3 from downtown so far in the 2nd half. Here's Durant. And it's good for 2. Durant's got 9.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
And the power finish by Vucevic.
Doing what he can to help shrink the deficit, but it has to be a team effort.
Here's the Great. And Houston, another 3.
Well, he has owned this quarter. A major reason they're up right now.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. And a look at the stats for Kevin Durant.
And he's been outstanding offensively as of late. These last 5 games, he's been a beast at the offensive end. A different level score than he had been earlier in the season. Let's see if he can keep it up.
Catching up on the chain. And got it! Another basket!
Well, he's gone up to 40 as he continues to just dominate opponents all season long.
And we knew he had a shot at it tonight. He is now tied for 3rd for the most 40-point games in a season.
Alongside Michael Jordan, they've both reached that mark 37 times in a single season. Extraordinary. You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Here's the Great. He's got 42. He hits the back iron and sinks it. The Great's got 44.
Well, they wouldn't be in the position they're in without his contribution. He has tormented this defense tonight. Well, he's been able to find points, just not enough of them. They've got to string together some more buckets.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Capella, screen on Giddey. The great, the pass to Capella. The shot's good. Capella's gotten his first bucket of the night.
Yeah, good footwork by Capella. Setting the pick and finding his spot.
Smith outside. They set the screen. Fires for three. Nails it from beyond the arc. Smith's got 5 points.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
And so it's Houston building a mountain of a lead, up 31 points as this quarter concludes. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. We'll be back in a moment. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Wow, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a...
And so Houston takes this one by a big margin. We saw two different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just looked lost.
And the energy in this building was awesome. The crowd was involved from the jump, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see how it all came together.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Alongside Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. As we leave, we present our player of the game.